three-way switches for the lights. Basically, it was a mess. They had to tear everything out. Hard to describe everything. And then George and I and Doug, we just hit it. I mean, we sprayed floors and put sealant on walls throughout the whole 2 buildings. Like I said, we just knocked it out. We're thank God. I asked you to pray the Lord give us 30-year-old bodies, and I believe He did, because I don't think we could have done it in our own strength. So we're thankful for that, and we appreciate Pastor Frank. He is a wonderful man. He loves the Lord, you can tell. Gentlemen, you can sit down if you like. Well, thank you so much for coming up. And let me say this, they didn't do all this to be seen and heard, but I told them that they needed to speak to encourage the church, to let us know that it's worth doing for God. And we are just a small part in that recovery. They've got a long ways to go, and I know the Lord's going to help them. So before this video plays, this is Thursday night after we showered and got our bellies full. So we look pretty relaxed, but we had just, I mean, it's in the evening. It's probably 8:30, so. We're standing in front of the Cutaway in Pikeville. Everybody knows where Pikeville is, right? I need to say it right, Pikeville. Right in front of the second largest cutaway in the country, beside the Panama Canal, is in Pikeville, Kentucky. And that's where we're standing, and that is our backdrop. The Big Sandy River is right below us. This is Pastor Frank, and I want to say his last name, and it's Hall. Thank you, Pastor Frank Hall. Go ahead. Good afternoon. Today I'm standing with Pastor Frank Hall. He is from the Gridiron Church of God of Prophecy, and we've had the privilege of partnering with him and his church. They've lost quite a bit at their church, and Harvest, you've helped this church, and we appreciate it. But I just want to give you the offering that they gave me. Here it is.
Thank you all so very much.
$5,000, and we will bless you with that. You're welcome to say it.
We're very appreciative. What you all don't know, you're all the fulfillment of a promise that God made when this happened. God had promised me that we only had 5,000 flood insurance, and God promised me that if I would step out on faith, that He would triple it. And this was the last piece to triple our flood insurance. So you all are an answer to a fulfilled promise from God. And I am just so very, very humbled by you all's blessing us with this offering, and by the gentlemen who are helping. I just want you to know, as a church, you are very, very blessed to have your pastor and these men in your church. They have blessed me. I've been on an emotional roller coaster ride. I think I cried on them a little yesterday when we was going around the church. But it's just, the devastation that was in our area is just hard to picture until you see it, and the pictures don't do it justice. But what I want to say is God has shown out through this, and our church has been blessed. Our community has been blessed. We pretty much lost all of our ministries below our church. That's where all of our ministries were coming from, our outgoing ministries. And we've been able to, more than we had ever been able to give, we have distributed from folks like you all being able to send us supplies and sending us help. And I am just so humbled and so blessed by y'all's generosity and y'all's heart for God. I really can't say thank you enough. And God bless. I love you all. You all have been such a blessing to me.
Thank you, Harvest. God bless you. Continue to keep them in your prayers, and I have invited Pastor Hall here to speak. I said, you pick a time and let me know, and And he was very excited about that. So I'm hoping that they get to come up. So it's good to be in the Lord's house again. Before I pass this over to Pastor Aaron, he's speaking today. I meant to say this earlier, but Odine, I want to say your last name right, Milam, right? Odine, you're going home today or tomorrow. We're glad to have you all summer. Let's give her a hand. Amen. She's going home to the mission field in Florida. And one more thing, I want you all to say happy birthday to Lois Miller. Happy birthday. It is her birthday today. Pastor Aaron, here you go, buddy.
Hi again. How is everyone? I was just handed this dandy little thing to put on my microphone, so I will put it on there. Well, I come here to tell you this morning that I have good news. I have good news. Has anybody ever given you good news that wasn't all that good? I've gotten that before too, but that's not the kind of good news that I have, that we have today. I heard a story, it's interesting, recently about a patient that was recovering from laser eye surgery, okay? And he's recovering, and the surgeon comes in as he's in recovery, and he says, look, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Which one do you want first? And the patient quickly says, I want the good news first. Break it, give me the good news first. It'll soften the blow of the bad news. And he says, well, the good news is you're going to get a new dog. Gotta love a good dad joke sometime. Well, I have good news today, and you know what? We all have good news. And I want to just remind us of how good that news is. How good the news that we, as if we're Christ followers, that we are carrying with us every day. I've been reading through I read through the book of Acts recently in my personal devotions, and it's interesting to me, some things stand out when we read in the book of Acts. I want to share, as we open this morning, from Acts chapter 20.